Welcome back to the JJ and Big Country Sports. My name is JJ and this is
Big Country.
And today we are recapping the college football games from yesterday. And let's review our picks from Friday.
First one, we have Ohio State versus Maryland. Maryland they were struggling to get Michigan. They had a comeback, but they couldn't get there. I think Ohio State, I had them by 28. They covered that by a lot. So
Pretty obvious.
yeah, the Terrapins. The definition of slow is in their name.
And they are a turtle. Well, I did get the win on that, so nothing really to explain. Next we have Alabama LSU. Man,
What a good game. A high-scoring game after Bama was down by 20 at halftime. But LSU probably wanted to win it more.
and Joe Burrow. And, took an L on that one. I accidentally picked Bama by 6.
Yeah, I was picking Bama by 3. I thought it was going to be a field goal game, or like a field goal bye, but LSU wanted to win it more, so congrats to LSU.
Next we have NC State and Clemson. Clemson clearly the winner here. I mean, it's really obvious.
Winning
NC
by
State,
45. NC State, trash.
Not really that good.
Clemson, they have the easiest schedule. They don't play anybody.
But still, they have a good team.
Yeah, they're undefeated, but they're having up and downs with Lawrence and them. But
Next we have App State and the struggling Gamecocks, with Gamecocks winning. Oh wait, not Gamecocks. Oh my gosh, App State. Excuse me.
yeah, App State. It was close game at halftime. The pick six was the game changer, and then let's see, the field goals for Carolina. They couldn't get anything in the red zone, so they had to use Parker White for 3 field goals before they could even score a touchdown. And then App State scored another touchdown, went up 29, but wasn't enough for Carolina.
Next we have the number 4 Penn State with Nittany Lions. What the heck is that?
I don't know.
And the number 17 Minnesota Golden Gophers, with Minnesota taking the upset. How about that?
By 5 points, Sean Clifford, you need to work on something because you threw 3 interceptions and you threw like 20 incompletions. So Penn State, if they want to find their way back in the playoff, they need to win these next couple games.
Nah, I don't think so.
Minnesota not making the top 4.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're
I
not.
believe they could.
No, they're not.
Well, now that's done. Let's review most of the college football games from yesterday. We have the Tulsa, was it Golden Hurricane?
Tulsa, no, I don't know what they are.
Nah, it don't matter
Their name
anyways.
is too hard to say.
Tulsa versus UCF, with Tulsa winning 34-31.
An upset right there because
UCF struggling this year.
UCF struggling, 34-31. UCF losing to somebody else that they should have beat. UCF, they're still bowl eligible, but
Next we have the Huskies out of Washington versus the Beavers out of Oregon State, with the Huskies winning 19-7.
Oregon State tanking this year. They just,
Chucking on some L's.
I know, they can't find anything.
And
They probably can't even write the letter W because they can't get one.
next we have the number 25 SMU Mustangs versus the East Carolina Pirates. Yar, with SMU taking the dub 59-51.
Congrats to SMU after losing to Memphis, going to the 25th ranked, but they kept it in a. East Carolina kept it a game with SMU, but just came 7 points short of the SMU Mustangs.
Next we have the Army Golden Knights versus the UMass Minutemen, with Army winning 63-7. Good game.
63-7. I haven't seen a bigger score of that in centuries.
Army's struggling this year. That's a big game for them. Next we have Florida State Seminoles versus the Boston College Eagles, with Florida State winning 38-31.
Good game for Seminoles after losing to Miami a couple weeks ago. So good game for the Seminoles, and moving on to next week.
Next on we have the number 10 Florida Gators versus the unranked Vanderbilt Commodores.
Vanderbilt
Struggling.
I don't know what they're doing. They their quarterbacks are hurt. They're using a quarterback that's never played really at quarterback, and 56-0. I mean, like,
No brainer for the Gators.
yeah. I mean, it's Vanderbilt. Come on, people.
Next, we have the Texas Tech Red Raiders versus the West Virginia Mountaineers, with Texas Tech taking the dub 38-17. Big game for the Red Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Nothing much said for that. Next, we have the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers versus the Arkansas Razorbacks.
A big upset. I mean, like, I don't think it really was an upset because Arkansas is not that good. Western Kentucky's better than them.
45-19. Arkansas fired their coach today because he is very bad. Next, we have probably the game of the year: number 2 LSU versus the number 3 Alabama Crimson Tide.
Game
LSU
of
taking the dub 46-41. Yes, sir. Next, we have I might need that. Next, we have App State versus the Gamecocks, struggling, with App State winning 20-15. Shout out to my boy Noah Hannon.
Brian Edwards passing the all-time receptions for catching and pass yards he's caught. So
Next, we have Virginia Tech Hokies, even though their mascot is a turkey, versus the number 19 Wake Forest Demon Deacons, even though it's old man.
hey, you can't be making fun of their mascot when South Carolina has a chicken.
Virginia Tech winning 36-17. Big upset for the
Virginia Tech over the Demon Deacons.
Next, we have the Longhorns out of Texas versus the Wildcats out of Kansas State. Number 16 ranked gets upset by Texas 27-24.
That's sad after Kansas State beating Oklahoma
Yes,
48-41, and then they lose to Texas that's been struggling the whole year.
Next, we have the number 6 Georgia Bulldogs versus the unranked Missouri Tigers. 27-0.
It's a close game, but I mean Missouri's having a lot better year than last couple years. But Georgia gets the win 27-0 on their, I think it's like their 4th shutout of the year.
Even though they took an L against South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Next, we have the number 15 Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Duke Blue Devils.
I think Duke would have had a chance if this was basketball, but their football team is
38-7. That's no.
absolute.
Let's not do Baker Mayfield here. I mean, gosh. Next, we have the number 5 Clemson Tigers versus NC State. A Wolfpack, no brainer. It's 55-10. I mean, not that much of a big matchup, but you know they have a good team this year. I'm not saying anything wrong about the Clemson fans. I love you guys.
But sometimes you gotta.
Carolina sucks this year.
Clemson's gonna crush Carolina.
So, well, we don't know that. Next, we have final matchup. We have the number 22 Boise State Broncos versus the Wyoming Cowboys, with Boise State taking the dub 20-12 in overtime, which is weird because
Boise State
should be better.
They always have a good team. Seems like every year, but Wyoming, I guess they wanted to upset the Boise State. Whatever they are, Broncos.
And now for our biggest upset is the number 17 Golden Gophers out of Minnesota taking down the Penn State Nittany Lions. Oh my gosh.
Again, there's nothing to say except Sean Clifford need to work on something.
31-26. Good game for the Golden Gophers.
After it was good score at halftime, but
I think they're a top 14.
Nittany Lions struggled in the second half getting the ball.
And our highest scoring game yesterday was the, of course, number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Maryland Terrapins. I don't know what a Terrapin is, but they are pretty slow. If you lose 73-14, good lord.
It's like a basketball score, like a good team to like a.
It was like that Utah score.
Yeah, 96 points.
Yeah. Well, shout out Veterans Day tomorrow. Thank you all the veterans that served for this great country, keeping our freedoms.
Shout out to our grandpa.
And most of our family, actually.
Most of our family, too.
We hope that you have a great Veterans Day, a great rest of your week. We thank you for watching our video. We hope hit that like button and subscribe. And new videos this week. And that's about it for me.